Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna attempt, and I'm gonna say attempt because hello, I'm just attempting, okay? Birria tacos. Now what I have in here is a little bit of olive oil. It's not a lot, just a little bit. And I'm going to sear my my beef chuck. Just on all sides, just to get this process started. Make sure that you start off with a super hot pan, so that way you get a good sear. Now what we're gonna do is sear all sides. So once it's seared on one, I'm gonna turn it, and then I'll turn it on its side, so everything all around is seared. Again, what we're doing is just searing. And all this has right now is just salt and pepper. As you can see, everything is pretty much seared. And now we're just gonna set it aside while we prepare our chili. I'm gonna set it off. Set it aside. Now in 2 cups of water. 2 cups of water, approximately 2 cups, 2.5 cups. I'm gonna turn it on just because I want it to get really hot. In here, I'm gonna add chile guajillo. I'm adding around 5 of them. I'm adding chile pasilla. I'm adding like 2 of those, and I'm adding 3 chile de arbol to this part right here. And what I want to do with this is that I'm going to let it sit. So that way those chilies can reconstitute para que se pongan suaves. So I'm just going to let it heat up a little bit. It's already heated up. I'm going to cover it and let it sit for just a little bit until it is completely softened. So ven que it's boiling. Entonces lo que voy a hacer es que lo tapo, lo apago. I'm going to shut it off and let it sit for like 5 minutes. So I also added in here a few tomatoes. Why? Because I like tomatoes. So I'm going to put everything in here, minus the liquid, minus the water. I'm going to add everything into my blender. All my chilies. Everything is going to go directly into my blender, and then all this is going to be strained after I puree it. So everything is going directly in here, and I'll meet you guys over at the blending station. In here, I'm also going to add 4 to 5 cloves. I'm adding a cinnamon stick cut in half. I'm also going to be adding salt and pepper and oregano. So we're going to go ahead with about a teaspoon of oregano. And let's give it a little more. I like the oregano flavor. You can use some thyme on here. I'm not using it. So we're going to use that. We're going to use black pepper. As much or as little as you want. And we're going to add a little bit, I'm gonna also add to this 2 garlic cloves, because hello, garlic is life. And aside from that, we're gonna blend this with where is my cup measurement? Jesus. We're gonna do 2 cups of water and 2 cups of beef base. So 1, 2, and then the beef broth, which is just stuck in a box. I'm gonna add 1, and 2. By the way, you can add some thyme to this. I'm not adding thyme, but you can. I added 2. Let's add another 2 more cloves of garlic. And what we're gonna do now is just blend this. Blend this until everything is smooth. So carefully open it up, and there is your base. Now we're going now back to the stove. Remember where we seared our beef? We're going to go back there with this so we can remove all the little bits. Okay, so what we are doing is that we are going to strain this liquid directly into our pot where we were going to be cooking the beef. Why do we strain it? We strain it because if not, this is going to be super spicy. So we're going to strain and let it strain softly until everything is in the bottom. And I'll show you the next step. So what we're doing here is all the little bits that are at the bottom of this, we're trying to remove it. We're trying to get every little bit out of the bottom. Oops, I just dirtied the stove. And I just cleaned the stove. So we're going to try to get every little bit. Hold on. Let me clean up because this is going to drive me insane. Okay. Okay. So we're going to try to get every little bit from the bottom. We can even use a whisk so we can just get every bit. And while we add it, we're going to add to this another 2 cups of liquid. We're adding the broth, and I'm also adding a bouillon, a beef bouillon, to this. And we're gonna allow this to go ahead and get started. It releases everything that's in the bottom. And now what we're gonna do is, right in here, we're gonna add a few bay leaves. It's actually 2 bay leaves, I just don't have whole ones. And we're going to put our beef back in here. And we're gonna pressure cook this until all that beef is delicious and succulent. So we're gonna do that now, and I will be with you back when this is soft. Okay, right now what we're gonna do is that we're gonna check to see if the meat si está suave. Vamos a ver. Puede que sí, puede que no. We'll see. Let's see how it's going. No, it still needs more time. See, I want it to fall apart. I mean, it's not falling apart yet. So we're gonna leave it. You know what it needs? Yo, I need some salt. Eso necesita sal. Porque como que no tiene sabor. Oh, you know lo que le voy a echar. Un poquito de eso de consume. And I'm going to add a little bit of salt. I think it needs it. Como que está sin. Okay. And I'm going to cover it and let it continue to cook because it's still not there. So here we have the birria, the beef. So all I'm doing is shredding it. I'm gonna taste it. If I think it needs a little bit more broth, I might add a little bit more water. Pero this is my birria. Let me get a fork and do this with a fork. So I mean, you could tell this is super tender. Miren, look, super tender. And next is preparing our birria tacos. So So this is what I'm gonna taste it really quick. It's good. I think it just needs a little bit of broth. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna add a little bit more broth, and I'm gonna turn this on low, just to let that get its flavor. It's a little spicy, but not too much. And we're gonna let this cook just a little bit longer. And I'm gonna add one more bouillon. And next we just simply assemble. By the way, to assemble, we will be using ¿cómo que se llama? Tortillas, cheese. I gotta remove the bay leaves. We're gonna be using cheese of your choice. I'm using queso oaxaca. I think that's how you say it. Or you could just use mozzarella. But we'll come back. So here we go again. This is now today, the next day, because honestly, I had no time yesterday. But in the back is my birria sauce and my beef. And what I'm going to do is that I'm going to grab, you can use oil. I am just going to coat my pan with spray, because I want that to do its thing. Now I am using some corn tortillas, and I'm gonna soak them back and forth in my birria sauce. I should have probably let this get hot, but it's okay. So you put them in there, 1, 2, and now because I don't like it to get soggy. Listen, this is not the correct way, but me personally, I like it to be to get a little bit of a crust first, then I flip them. When I flip them, I will be adding my cheese and my birria meat. Now for now, just keep an eye on it with me while I go get my cheese. I have my lemon ready, and I have my lemon, and I have my cilantro and all that stuff ready. So, oops. I'm looking for my spatula. Can't find it. It's horrible when you look for something and you can't find it. Oh, here it is. Okay. So, at this point, I'm simply gonna give it a quick flip. Just 1, 2, 3 flip. Just for it helps it along. Now, I'm gonna add my cheese. You add as much or as little cheese as you want. I shouldn't be eating cheese, but it's okay. Just one day, don't kill me. Okay, so my cheese. I am going to add my meat. You add as much meat as you want. Okay. Just still trying to shred it here. Okay, here we go. And just because I'm a little extra, I'm going to go ahead and add my onions. And I'm going to add cilantro right here. Oh my god, this is gonna be really fat. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and give it a flip. Hold it. Flip. Hold it. Let it get crispy on one side. Let it get crispy on the other. I'll show you the finished product. What I'm gonna do, let it get crispy. Flip it. Let it get crispy. And then we eat. I think I'm gonna do one more. Yeah, let's do one more. Okay, just one more. And we'll put everything away. And that's it. I'll come back when the finished product is ready. So there you have it. My birria tacos. And these are just literally nice and crispy. I have my lemon, my consomme. And this is what we're eating next. I am so excited to try this. So give one to the hubby. Now we simply, oh, how do I pick this up? Oh, this is hot. Hot, 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 hot. Should I just cut it? Let me cut it in half. I know that this is not the way you do it, but I'm gonna cut it anyways because it's super, super hot. Okay. Into the consomme. How am I gonna eat this? Holy moly. This is amazing. Anyways, thanks for watching. Thanks for spending time with me here in my kitchen. I will see you guys in the next video. God bless you. Bye.